Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I am a full-time reseller and today I'm going to be shipping some more sales with you guys. Actually, my last video was also a ship my sales with me video, but it's kind of a chaotic week. These are easy videos to film. Also, I'm not going to lie, these are my favorite videos to watch personally because I feel like you get the most accurate, quote unquote accurate information. You're seeing what's actually selling right now. Today is Monday, December 23rd, so 2 days before Christmas. Wild, I say it in every video, but I hope you guys had a great Christmas. This video is going up later in this week after Christmas, but I hope you guys had a great day. I'm honestly really excited for it. My brother and I got my mom probably one of the best gifts that we've ever gotten her, which are concert tickets, and I'm just excited for her to get it, and yeah, I'm just really excited. But anyway, I am going to ship all these sales out with you guys. Actually was a decent weekend, nothing crazy, but you know, pretty steady. I had 9 eBay sales, 5 Depop, 4 Poshmark, and 1 Mercari. So I did end up selling stuff on every single platform, just 1 Mercari. That pretty much is how it goes. Although this last week, I think I've had like 3 or 4 Mercari sales total, which is actually a lot for me. Normally I have 1 every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? But I have a full bag of stuff. And then I also have this box, which is a bundle. I ended up pulling this box from storage and put all the sweaters in here. It's a 6-piece bundle from Depop. Really excited about that. But I did go ahead and I printed all my labels. I started actually last night from all my platforms except for eBay. Let's just get started. The first thing I do is print my labels out, everything except for eBay. Then I will put my items into clear poly bags and ship from there. So this first item that I'm going to be shipping is a Depop sale. This is by the brand Michelle. It is a vintage kind of blanket skirt, wrap skirt with fringe. People love these kinds of skirts this time of year. I had this listed for probably like a month or two. Somebody sent me a $20 offer on Depop. I went ahead and accepted that. And with Depop, I typically use these plain, this one's kind of scrunched up, I have more, plain poly mailers. For eBay, I use eBay branded ones that I get for free from eBay with their quarterly coupon for shipping supplies. But for Depop and Mercari, I typically use other poly mailers that I buy off of Amazon. I will use the eBay ones, like it's not a big deal if I have to. But typically I will use the plain ones for Depop and Mercari, and then for eBay, I will use the eBay branded one. So this next thing was actually a floral fleece jacket. So freaking cute. The brand was cut out, but if I had to guess, it was probably Alfred Dunner. I'm not even gonna lie, like I sell a lot of this brand, but I just listed it as a vintage floral fleece jacket. Super soft. This pink is so cute. Somebody sent me a $20 offer on Depop. I'm pretty sure they sent me that offer. And I went ahead and accepted. I had this listed for probably about 2 months, maybe 3 months. And I actually love selling things on Depop because the fees are so low. One of the lowest platforms, and probably about to be the lowest platform. That and Mercari are the lowest fees as far as platforms go. So this, $20. This is going to fit perfectly in this poly mailer. This next piece I actually debated on kind of at the Goodwill bins, but I'm like, you know what? Just pick it up. It's going to be New Year's soon, and I actually love this. And I saw that sequin skirts, not exactly the style, but sequin, shiny, shimmery skirts have been really popular. Mini skirts. And again, I thought this would be perfect for New Year's. Just look at this. I freaking love it. This is by Zara. Size medium. Definitely a bread and butter brand, and not a brand that I pick up everything of. And I mainly picked this up because of, you know, the sequin style. But the buyer paid $20 for this. I believe that was my offer to them. They accepted. And again, that is on Depop. This next thing, I think I'm going to have to go back to my like shipping closet and find a box for it. But it is this vintage Lawns of Salzburg robe. Look at this print. I absolutely love this retro, actually not retro, definitely vintage, but kind of 70s print. somebody sent me, actually, no, somebody didn't. I did. My vendor did, because they now send automatic offers, which I absolutely freaking love. But they went ahead and sent the buyer a 20% offer, which ended up being $33.60. And the buyer accepted. So $33, I think I paid about $3, $2 for this. I did get this from a regular thrift store during a fill-a-bag sale that I went to. But I think, I don't know. I feel like maybe I could fit this in, but maybe not. I try not to squeeze things too much. Like, I want them to be pretty presentable. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to my closet and get a plain box for this. Okay, I think I should be able to make it fit into this box. I also use this packing paper from time to time. If I'm putting things into boxes for this piece, I will go ahead and just kind of line the box with it. Just for added protection, I will put a piece on top. This is a bit of a tight squeeze, but it's gonna work just fine. Maybe it'll work just fine. I'm running low on boxes that are not priority boxes, I'm not gonna lie. This time of year it's definitely tricky because a lot of things are puffy and I need to a lot of things are thick and bulky, so a lot of things have to go in boxes, and I don't have a lot of boxes. Like, I keep all my Amazon boxes, but also right now I'm using a lot for Christmas presents as well. So I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's going to work so well. Okay, I put those in there. I'm determined, guys. I am really determined. We got her! Now, if I let her go, she'll come open a little bit, but we're going to tape her. Luckily, it's a squishy object, like clothes are easy to pack. I really need to invest in some vacuum seal bags, especially for these bulkier, more expensive items. Like, it definitely would be eating into my profit a little bit, but it's worth it for not having to have the hassle of squeezing things into tight boxes like this. But definitely is going to work perfectly. Totally works. So yeah, $33.60 for that piece. Pretty good. I actually should, where was it? This was the box that my viewer sent me. I think I taped over it. It said somewhere delivered 12/18, which obviously is past, and it's going to be delivered a different date. But anyway. And then the last Depop sale is my bundle sale, which I put everything in this box already. Like I said, I wanted to see if it would fit. Fits kind of perfectly. But I'm going to take everything out so I can show you, and I'm going to put a piece of packing paper on the bottom just so it's a little more presentable. I kind of just threw everything in here in the unit. But this was a great sale. Like, oh my goodness. Some of these pieces, like this one and this one, actually, I took to market last weekend. They didn't sell, so I went ahead and relisted them. And this one actually was at market at 1.2 like a month ago. And I relisted it online. But somebody liked a bunch of items on Depop. And then, of course, Vendu went ahead and sent them automatic offers of 20% off. They messaged me, which I didn't see it until hours later, like almost a day later. For some reason, sometimes I won't get notified of Depop messages. But they messaged me and said, hey, I got all your offers for all the items that I liked. And I'm really interested in these pieces. She said, like, this sweatshirt, this vest, and then there's 4 vintage sweaters. She said, would it be okay if we could combine shipping on those and do a bundle price of $125? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And then I went ahead and I did the math on each piece. If I did 125 divided by 6 pieces, and she paid $20.83 per piece, which I thought was really good. Like, I give deals when people buy bundles. I give them a good deal. So usually they're paying $15 per piece if it's a sweater or stuff like that. And this, again, should be $20.83 per piece. And you guys, again, like I was saying earlier, Depop fees are so low. For this $125 order, the Depop fee was only like $5 and some odd cents. For each individual item, the fee was only 89 cents per piece. which is pretty freaking good. And then the buyer pays for shipping. So I went ahead, and what I do on Depop is I found that it's easier. I think buyers can bundle items on Depop, but I'm not exactly sure how the shipping goes. So if somebody likes a bunch of items, it's much easier for me to just go ahead and make a brand new listing with all those items in it and, you know, just make a new bundled listing, which is exactly what I did for all of these pieces. Let me go ahead and show you. This first piece, like I showed you already, little cute embroidered vest. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this girl. Like, I don't know if these are all for her, but she picked out some gems. This one, like I said, I did take to market. There is no brand on this, but definitely vintage, kind of all over print, floral sweater. All of these pieces as well I got from the bin, so I only paid about $1 for each piece. So my cost of goods was really, really low. And so honestly, after the $5 and some odd cents Depop fee and my cost of goods, which were probably about $7, I made a net profit of over $100, which is amazing. I really needed it this weekend. This one is one of my favorite pieces. I really was hoping this was going to sell at market. It didn't. It's fine. She got it now. Look at this. So cute. Oh my gosh. Freaking adorable. I'm definitely going to put a little thank you card note. I don't really have cards, but I'm going to put a little thank you note in her box because I'm just really thankful. This one is so cute. Okay, I just realized this tag just came off. But this vintage super chunky knit. This is definitely a, like, the right buyer has to come along and buy it. I've had this for quite a few months, but super artsy, super freaking unique. I love it. Look at this. With, like, the pom-poms up here. I freaking love this. Anything unique like this, I am down for. A lot of these sweaters have shoulder pads, but she could easily cut them out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just tuck this tag in there because it did come out. She probably is not going to mind, but this, oh my gosh, so cute. I am just in awe. Like, I'm thankful, like I said, I'm in awe, and I hope she loves all these pieces. This next piece, another super cute piece. One of my favorites, ever thrifted. I'm honestly shocked that this one did not sell sooner. Cat sweaters with, like, the bird's eye print. Actually, it kind of looks like hearts there. Flowers, grandma core, cottage core, so cute. My goodness. And then the last piece that she got was this sweatshirt. These are all vintage pieces. Floral. Oh my gosh. I freaking love it. This is so thick, so soft on the inside. Like the fleece on the inside, even though it's really old, look at how old this tag is for the loom. Even though it's really old, the fleece on the inside is so soft, which I love when I find vintage sweatshirts that have the soft fleece in them still. So these pieces literally fit perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna write out a cute little thank you note, which I rarely do, to be honest with you. I don't write out a lot of thank you notes, but since she got so much stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and send her one and just say, like, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. I hope you love all the new pieces. I'll just write that on the back. Also, another thing, she was so nice. She messaged me, like, after she bought it, and she was like, thank you so much. Like, don't rush. You can totally ship after Christmas. No worries. Don't rush. Have a great holiday. And I'm like, I love when buyers are so nice like that. Like, I'm going to ship today, 2 days before Christmas, but the fact that she was like, yeah, take your time. Like, something about that just made me so happy. So I will go ahead and just sit this right on top. Actually, I might tuck it under the top sweater just so it doesn't get lost, because we're going to put some more paper on top just to protect her a little bit more. It's going to be like a little Christmas present to herself. I have to assume that these are all for the same person. They're all like the same size, but this is what it looks like when we're done. So freaking cute. As you can tell, this was definitely an Amazon box at some point. This is a much older one. This has my mom's address on it. Her old address, actually, I just realized. So wow, yeah, we've had this box around for quite a while, for probably about 2 years now, and we don't let anything go to waste around here. I'm just trying to pick off the label as much as I can, but I might end up actually just putting my label right on top for that. So gonna tape her shut. So I'm curious, did you guys, because this video is going up after Christmas, but did you guys list things, new listings on Christmas Day? I know I asked this about Thanksgiving as well, and I ended up listing new things on Thanksgiving, but my thought process was also like, you know, it's Thanksgiving in the US, yes, but it's not Thanksgiving in every single country in the world. You know what I mean? So people are still going to be online shopping. Even people in the US are chilling at home online shopping during Thanksgiving, in my opinion. But Christmas, I was thinking about it last night, and I really don't think I'm listing anything on Christmas. I mean, what's the point? Most people are having a chill day. Some people might be online shopping, but I don't see a lot of activity happening in my stores, and I don't feel like I really need to list on Christmas Day. So I'm going to go ahead and list 15 listings today, which I'm still working through my market pieces. I was originally going to be going to the bins today, but I'm like, I truly don't feel like it. Like, I feel like I have so much to do, and I feel like going to the bins is a whole day excursion for me. And I don't typically do a whole lot else when I go to the bins. Like, I'm there for hours. I don't get home until like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I only have a little bit of time before I have to go get my kids. So I was like, I feel like if I go to the bins today, I'm going to be so overwhelmed. Not to mention, I need to ship all these sales out. And then I'm like, I'm definitely not going to go tomorrow, which is Tuesday, Christmas Eve tomorrow. I'm picking my kids up early from daycare. Like, we're having a half day. We're just, you know, there's no way I'm going tomorrow. So I'm like, I might not actually go to the bins this week until way later. My friend Mallory said that she was going on Friday and like was like, hey, like, you want to meet me there? Her and her friend. And I'm like, I don't know. I might actually go earlier in the week, but I might actually just wait until Friday and go, which is weird for me. That would make like 2 whole weeks since I'm going to the bins. And that's a little strange, but honestly, it's been a nice slow 2 weeks. Not having to do a lot of photographing because most of my items that I've been listing for market have already been listed previously. So they were still drafts on Vendu. So literally all I had to do was go in, tweak the titles a little bit on some of them because some of them were like older listings, and I just updated them a little bit and then listed them, which was so fast. Some things I do have to photograph still, and I did end up photographing some items last week from my thrift with me. But I didn't photograph many items last week. And if you know me, you know that I hate photographing. So it's been a nice little chill kind of last 2 weeks of the year, little holiday season, which I've really appreciated. And it's kind of going to be a shock to the system when I have to photograph regularly again. I hate it. I really wish I could hire somebody. Like, I'm about to be like, Cassie, girl, come take my photographs. For real. Come over here once a week. Photograph my item for me and I will pay you $1 a piece. I feel like she would. Like, low key, I feel like she would do that. Anyways, just a thought. So my next sale is going to be my Mercari sale, which really low sale. I mean, I've had this piece only for about a month or two. It was a Alfred Dunner. Actually, I think it's a newer piece, which is why I was okay with taking a lower offer. Polar bear print sweater, anything that has like a novelty print like this, polar bear, any kind of animal, you know, I really tend to be drawn to and I like picking up, especially when I can get it at the bins. But I originally had this listed around $20. I sent out offers, I think, twice from Mercari, and yesterday I ended up sending offers out to like the 4 people that liked it. My offer was $14.04. Somebody accepted that, and with Mercari, at least right now, until they change the fees back on the 6th of January, there are no fees still right now. So $14.04 will be going to my bank account. And on Mercari, like I said, since I don't really make sales over there, I am more willing to accept offers. Honestly, I paid about $1 at the bin, so that's totally okay. Oh no. I'm gonna have to reprint that. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that never happened. Now we're gonna move on to Poshmark sales. Okay, so this first piece is a vintage Snap-on Tools bomber jacket. I really like it. It's lined like they used to do, I feel like, back in the day. Somebody sent me a $25 offer on, not Depop, oh my goodness, Brain, on Poshmark. And it's funny because actually, I don't know if it was the same person, but on a different platform, I think it was Depop, like a week ago. No, it was the Mercari. Somebody said, hey, will you take $25? I said, yes. I lowered the price. They never bought it. And I'm like, cool, awesome. So I went ahead and raised the price back up on Mercari because they didn't buy it, which I originally had it listed, I think at like 32, 35. And then a week later, somebody sent me an offer of 25 on Poshmark. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Have it. Had it for about 2 months. Again, got it from the bins. Super cheap, about $1. So totally fine with that. And you guys know, I feel like those $25 sales really run my business. Those are like my bread and butter, kind of pay the bills type of sales. Hi, buddy. This next thing was a bonobos. I always want to say bonobos, but I think it's bonobos. This is what the brand looks like. A great little bread and butter brand. This is the Friday pant, which is a staple piece. Apparently they have like day of the week pants. This is the first time I've ever found a like day of the week pants by them. But a great little, you know, bread and butter piece again. I had these listed around $25. The sell-through rate on these was great, even though they only go for that $20 to $25 mark. The sell-through rate was almost 100%. It was probably like 80%, I think, which is why I went ahead and picked these up about a month or two ago. And my Posh VA, which I use to pretty much run my Poshmark closet, sent the buyer a $21 offer, and the buyer went ahead and accepted. Now, when I sent offers out on Poshmark, back in the day, they made you send a shipping discount. It honestly feels like a lifetime ago. That was the norm back in the day. Like, you had to send, used to be $1 and some odd cents shipping discount, and then it went up to like $2.02 shipping discount with your offers. Then they changed it and made that optional. And nowadays, I do not send a shipping discount with my offers on Poshmark. And honestly, I don't think it really affects my sales at all. And then the last Poshmark sale was this vintage Cabela's, has a little peasant on it, hat. Love the orange, love the brown. This is what the tag looked like. Definitely older, from the 90s. Somebody sent me a $15 offer, I think, or maybe I sent them that. I think I only had this listed around, oh, Mr. Jasper's walking. I think I only had this listed around 19 or 20 anyways. And so yeah, $15, not too bad. I'm actually gonna run back and grab a box for this. I try to not put this in, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this in a padded flat rate envelope. I try to put these in boxes, not poly mailers. Sometimes I will put hats in poly mailers. I've never got a complaint about it. But if it's expensive hat, which I don't really sell expensive hats, but if it's really expensive, I will go ahead and put it in a box. But since this is just a Cabela's, I feel like a flat rate will do okay, especially with Poshmark. I can use any priority, so why not use a free envelope? There's Mr. Jasper. You coming to hang out? I know, be careful. You'll slip if you step on those polys. I feel like I need to get him some stuff for Christmas. I definitely didn't really get much for him. Is there something under there? He's playing with my packing paper now. Oh, I lied. This is not our last Poshmark order. I do have one more order. Actually, I believe this came in late Thursday. I'm not sure why I didn't ship it out on Friday. Like, I'm pretty sure the sale came in on Thursday. I don't know. But I've had this for a little while. This is a Pendleton, not Pendleton. Is it Pendleton or is it Patagonia? Wait a minute. No, it's Pendleton. If it was Patagonia, it would have sold a lot quicker. Pendleton, definitely a newer tag. I wouldn't pick this up nowadays, but it's like a parka jacket with this hood. I love the purple, and the hood is so freaking soft. I think there might be rabbit fur in the hood, but I love the back. Honestly, I should have like tried that on, but I like the more of the puffer. This is a puffer. Oh no, I really hope that I stated that. I'm gonna have to go back and double check my listing and see if I put that in the listing. Don't you guys just love when you find flaws as you're packing it up? Like, how would I have missed that though? I've had this for quite a while though, so I'm not sure. I may have put it in my listing and just forgot about it, and that's maybe why it took so long to sell. But I'm gonna double check on Poshmark and just make sure that I have that in there, because I don't want to send out a flawed item. And if I don't, then I'm probably just gonna cancel the sale, or, you know, I'm gonna message the buyer first and be like, hey, just a heads up, there's a flaw in here. I can't really send this out like that. Sometimes I'll be like, go ahead and just send it anyways. But a lot of times they'll be like, you know, thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead and cancel it. Which this doesn't happen a lot to me. But when it has in the past, a lot of times they'll be like, yeah, thanks for reaching out. Go ahead and cancel it. Oh, thank God. Okay. I did put it. I put it in the description, in the photos. I put in the description. There's a small slit in the back, and there's also one that has been repaired already, which is the truth. One has been stitched up. Where is it? One has been stitched up, and one is not stitched up there. So, okay. But this did actually sell for my full price of $36, which I was pleasantly surprised by, especially now remembering that it's flawed. That's amazing. Like I said, I did have this for quite a while, and I don't think I saw the flaw when I picked it up at the bins. Had I seen that big slit, I would have not picked this up 100%. I try to not pick up flawed items. The only flawed item that I really will intentionally pick up is flawed cashmere. I sell flawed cashmere sweaters in bundles all the time. That's like the one piece that I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up flawed all day. Which, funny enough, speaking of, I actually don't have any cashmere bundles listed right now. They have all sold. I normally have at least 1 or 2 bundles of 5 sitting, but you know, it is that time of year. It's the cashmere time of year. But I need to find some more at the bin, some more flawed cashmere. I can usually sell them between like $30 to $50. But got this to fit in the clear poly. Gonna go ahead and put this in my tie neck, and I'm hoping that that buyer realized that that slit was there. They also messaged me yesterday, or maybe it was Saturday, and said, hey, when will you be shipping this? Even though they literally bought it late on Thursday. So it's not like it has been that long. So I'm hoping they realize there's a flaw there. And that is just not very cute. And last but not least, we have our eBay sales to package up. Let's get started with that. We have 9 eBay sales. And I say it in every ship with me video, but with eBay, you have to be very particular. You have to weigh all your items to put the exact weight of what your item will be before you buy your labels. If not, eBay will come back and they will charge you, and they will charge you more usually. Like if your package weighs more than you put, they will charge you in the future. So you don't want that to happen. I have definitely had that happen a handful of times, and it's never fun. So this first thing actually were LL Bean unisex knit kind of slippers. Probably shouldn't have gotten these, honestly. I did get these from the bins. I did not look up a comp when I picked these up, which was my fault, and you should definitely look up comps before buying items, even if they're at the bins. And when I got home, I realized, oh my goodness, there's 5 million pairs of these listed right now, and barely any sold. It has a terrible sell-through rate. Never should have picked these up, but it was too late. I already did. And somebody came in and bought these for $15. Happy to see them go, honestly. Really happy to see them go. So I will weigh it. I should weigh it, you know, after I have it in the poly mailer. But I always round up. You always want to round up with your weights. If it's 13.8 ounces, then you want to put 14 ounces. So this is literally a pound. Set that to the side. This next thing was by the brand Take Two. It's like a Y2K brand, wearable art. They always have unique prints and like scenes on their clothing. This is what the tag looks like. I've sold this brand quite a few times, probably like 5 times, and I don't find it often, but every time I do, I pick it up, and it typically sells within a couple months. Not for a lot, but you know, we love those bread and butters. This sold for $17. Actually, I had this listed around $22. Somebody sent me a $17 offer, and they also messaged me and said, hi, I sent you an offer, if you could please consider it. And also, this is only getting shipped to Tennessee, which I thought was so cute. Like, they pay for shipping, so I'm not exactly sure why that would mean anything. But I'm just like, oh my god, how adorable. I accepted this gladly. This next thing was actually a really quick flip, and this was in the thrift with me that I recently posted. This is a, what is the brand called again? Oh yeah, Belfit. It is a postpartum garter, and this sold for $20.58, which was the total after my 10% sale, after the 10% coupon. I'm actually going to try to fit that in here. I know this is going to arrive after Christmas, but I really want to use these Christmas poly mailers up, and feel like I honestly might use these into the new year, just so I can use as many up as I can. This next piece I've had forever. It actually sold previously and I couldn't find it. I think it sold on Poshmark. And so I had to cancel the order, and then I found it months later, and I'm like, wow, So I relisted it, although I should have just probably pulled it down and donated it, because why? This is what the brand looks like. Fun to Fun 2XL, but it's just a lace sheer blouse. Literally so simple. Like, I love it though, the whimsigoth. Somebody came in and bought this for $16.48. You know, we have those banger sales today on eBay. We really have those high dollar sales going out today. I absolutely love it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely grateful for every single sale. It's just makes me laugh when I have, like, you know, a lot of those $14, $16 sales, because that is not the goal. The minimum I really want to be selling items for is $20. But it is what it is. It happens sometimes, and a sale is a sale. I was going to donate that anyways in the future, so I'm happy that it's going to a new home. This next piece was actually a recent flip, a recent list. I had this listed on Facebook. I have previously sold on some vintage Y2K Facebook kids groups. This did not sell on there, so I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and just list it online. And I did. It's a Y2K little Winnie the Pooh overall set, and this sold for $18, which was actually really good. And I think I had it listed around maybe $25. Winnie the Pooh things can do so well, if you guys did not know. I'm sure most people know, but yeah, Winnie the Pooh, people absolutely love, especially the older stuff. Someone sent me an $18 offer, definitely accepted that. I'm gonna go ahead and fit this in one of these Christmas polys as well. I love these cute little ones. Like, they're just so cute and perfect. This next thing I've had for a while, would not pick up today if I found it at the bins, but it is a vintage Woolrich, which is why I got it. It is definitely older. Look at that old tag, but it's just a plain fleece jacket. It is thick, it is soft, but again, probably would not pick this up. Maybe I would take it to market, but probably not, honestly. Like, it's sat for a long time. And somebody sent me a $15 offer on this, and I'm like, you know what? Yes, go ahead and have it. Sat for a while. It did not have a lot of interest on it, and I don't think I'm actually going to fit this in a poly mailer. Most things in a clear poly mailer. Most things I do put in clear polys before I put them in the regular poly bags, but this one we're just going to put in the poly bag. They only paid $15, so I don't really feel too bad about it. And I don't think that we're going to fit it in the clear poly. This is barely even going to fit in this poly. I used to have bigger poly mailers as well, but I ran out. Like, I had huge ones for some items I would use for, like, some bulkier jackets and sweaters that I didn't want to put in boxes. But I ran out, and honestly, this is, like, I feel like too small for one of those anyways. But I'm sorry to the buyer. This is not the most pretty aesthetic package in the world, but as long as it gets to them in one piece and not damaged, I feel like that's all that matters. Oh, I shouldn't have closed that yet, but I did, and we're gonna put some tape on the outside. That, oh my gosh. Typically I try to, you know, package things a little prettier than that, but it is what it is. The next thing was a newer piece. It was this Sacred Threads. When I say newer piece, I mean newer, like I listed it recently. Sacred Threads, vintage, kind of chambray, artsy denim top. Kind of a jacket, shacket type top. Someone sent me a $20 offer on this. I think I had it listed around 28, maybe 32. Had it listed only for probably about a month or so. And I love me a quick flip. I love accepting quick offers. Those quick sales, you know, that's what the goal is. The goal is to get things in and out, even if it's not for $1 million. That's not the goal. The goal is to get things in and out of my store quickly to make a profit, which when I'm paying $1 for things and selling it for 20, I think I exceed that goal. Like, I am 20 timesing my money. What else can I want? And I am just realizing this is definitely a longer video, you guys. So thank you so much if you made it to the end. We're almost done. This is a Y2K little dress barn piece. I freaking love this, honestly. Like, so cute. I love the neckline of this. Kind of fairy core, goblin core, size large. They got this for the full asking price after my 10% coupon and sale. They paid $23.39. And this one, again, was a really quick flip. I probably had this for about a month. I got that from the bins as well. And then last but not least, this was a really quick flip as well. And actually, this wasn't a thrift with me as well. Maybe the same thrift with me as the other piece that I showed earlier. But this is an older LL Bean, 100% lamb's wool, Fair Isle sweater. I had this listed, I think, around $35, maybe $32. And somebody bought it for my full asking price after my sale and my coupon again. Pro tip on eBay, if you don't have a sale going, like I always have a sale. Every day I have 10% off on eBay. I feel like that really entices buyers. And then on top of that, I have a 10% coupon that they can stack with that I pretty much have going all the time. And again, I really feel like that entices buyers. So I paid $27.71 for this. And my cost of goods was a little bit higher for that piece. I think it was like $3, but another quick flip, so that's really fine. Now that I inputted all the rates, I'm gonna go ahead and print my labels on eBay. So we print them one by one, at least I do. If I print them all at once, I'll get confused. I'll end up putting a wrong label on something. So yeah, one at a time, and just stick our labels on. And we are done, you guys. I'm just gonna put all this stuff in this bag, take it downstairs for my mailman. I'm so grateful that my mailman picks up my packages every single day. So he will pick them up, take them with him to the post office at the end of the day, and it really saves me time and a trip to the post office myself. So that is what I'm gonna do. Thank you guys so much if you made it to the end. I'm not gonna have a long outro because like I said, this video is so long. But if you made it to the end, comment a Santa Claus. People might be a little confused because it's past Christmas, but comment a Santa Claus. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.